If you want to see me doing a 2-day wear test of the brand new foundation balm from KVD, then stay tuned. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lutifah. Yeah, so let's get into it. Today we are going to be doing a quick 2-day review of the KVD Beauty Good Apple Skin Perfecting Foundation Balm. Apparently it's going crazy on TikTok, but I don't use that, so I wouldn't know. You can get it in the UK at boots.com. It costs £29. I actually got it for, I think it was 24 because they were doing 20% off last week, so I got it for £24, but it's currently £29 on the Boots website. So for those in the UK, that's where you get it from. US, you probably can get it anywhere. So let's get into it. So I've prepped my face, and today how I've prepped my face is I have used my normal Laura Mercier powder. I've used my favourite primer, which is the e.l.f. blurring primer, and also I've used the putty as well. So we are good to go. I'm going to set it purely because I've never worn a foundation and not set it myself, because that's cray cray. How many shades does it have? A lot. I can't be able to count those. But there's a lot. I think there's at least 40 shades. There's a lot. I got Tan 78. I think I'm exactly the same colour in their Locket foundation. That's literally the only reason I did it, to be honest with you. So, here's what it looks like. This is what the packaging looks like. Here's what it looks like in the actual jar. It's all plastic. And I heard it's all plastic so because it's recyclable. And that's what it looks like there. It's a lovely colour. And I'm going to get straight into it. I want this to be quite slapdash. Just get it done twice. Now, to apply today, I am going to use a brush purely because I would never use a sponge. So there's no point me doing that today. Right, now looking at the balm, I'm thinking I'm going to start applying it with my fingers, only because my experience with KVD's, everything's always full coverage. Actually, let me check what it says on the website. Okay, it says yeah, I was right. A buildable, full coverage, hydrating foundation balm with a lightweight, long wear formula and a fresh matte finish in fully recyclable packaging. As I said, infused with apple extract to help nourish skin. Good Apple minimizes the appearance of pores and gives the skin a smooth, healthy look. Plus, it's non-comedogenic. This non-cakey, flashback-free foundation quickly covers blemishes and discoloration for an instant confidence boost. Yeah, so as I thought, full coverage. So I'm going to take it on my fingers. It's very emollient. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want to be able to control how much I put on. If I put my brush in there, I'm going to get a whole heap on the brush, and then I just don't want to look cakey, so I still have to go out and wear this. So I want to put it all the places I need coverage, blend that out, and then if we need more, we can add more. I think that works. Just push this back, push your wig back. Okay, cool. I think that's a decent layer. Time to blend. On feeling it on my fingers, it feels very nice. It feels very soft. This shade is probably a tad bit dark. Okay. Okay, so first thoughts. I think that's actually quite well blended. But first thoughts. Okay, colour's a little bit off for me. It's a little bit warm. It's just, yes, it's tiny bit warm. But the formula, oh, this formula blends like butter. It says it's matte, but at the moment it's still kind of, see, it's the thing, it reminds me of a stick foundation. It gives you that kind of oily kind of look, if that makes any sense. Is this the stick foundation would give you? Like if I press into it, kind of gives you that kind of emollient kind of look that a stick foundation would give you. So it's not matte. I'm pretty sure this is transfer matte. It hasn't actually transferred though, but I feel like it's not matte, or it will become matte. Maybe if I give it a few more minutes, it become matte. But otherwise than that, it spreads beautifully on the skin. I remember I did it with my fingers and then blended it out. Now, if a foundation wasn't going to be blendable, that's where it would show very quickly. But yeah, it blended out. I took my time when I did this side and then moved on to the other side, and there was still time to work with it. And even now, I'm looking at myself in the monitor. Finger brown. Okay, that's from my spread. And it looks like a natural finish. I don't want to say radiant, but there's definitely a natural finish, and it's not just the lights. So yeah, I'm going to finish up my face, and then we are going to see how it wears. Yeah, but so far so good. It's just like the colour is just not perfect, but I can finesse that. I mean, it's a minor thing. I just don't like looking too red, but other than that, colour's fine. All right, I'm gonna finish up and then we'll see where we are. It's now 12:56. We'll see where we are by the time I finish, which will be ages because I take long. And then I'll do some check-ins and we'll get to gisty. We'll get gisty. Okay, cool, bye. So this is the finished look. I wanted to show you up close. It is 1:36. Finally done. I'm gonna get nice and close so you can see my brain. I'm shaking. There you go. Okay, just gonna zoom a little bit out. Okay, so that's the final look. Oh, I'm feeling this look today. Come through, Lou. Anyway, okay, the foundation. It's nice. I like it. It's not matte though, and I've powdered this, and it's not matte. I lightly powdered it, but I have powdered it, and it's not matte. Quite nice actually. I'm not gonna bother seeing if it's transfer because you're gonna get the powder. If I try and blot it, you're gonna get the powder that I used to set my face coming off as well. So that would be unfair. But actually, the finish is beautiful. I think it's stunning. All right, so I've had it on for about an hour now. I'm gonna check in shortly, and then I'll do another final check-in before I go to bed, or as long as I can wear this for. And then we'll do another wear test tomorrow. Tomorrow, I will only set my under eye. No, I'm gonna set my whole face. I'm gonna wear this as I would wear it. There's no point in me not setting it because I would always set a foundation. So let's just do it how I would do it. So yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna show you how I set it so you can see how much powder was used. But for today, this is an hour in. It looks beautiful, I must say. Definitely blurs the pores. Okay, well, see you in a bit. Hi guys, I'm back. Okay, so at this point it is about 9:30, so we're coming up on 8 hours of wear. Okay, so here's the tea. The foundation never really fully dried, and by that I mean it never fully went matte. Yes, I didn't powder the crap out of it, but it never fully went matte. For instance, this area here always had a bit of a sheen to it, like it never fully dried, and as a result I'm shining a little bit there. I'm going to zoom in so you can see what's going on. So can you see? Now for 8 hours wear, I would expect this bit to be starting to shine anyway, because that's just how I'm built. Now here's the thing, it's absolutely fine for a day like today where it wasn't very hot. Yeah, it wasn't very hot, it's absolutely fine. But on a day where it's particularly hot, I wouldn't wear this. I absolutely wouldn't, because I like, don't get me wrong, I like the dewy look, but it's virgin on oily. But that said, for 8 hours wear, I don't think it's doing too bad. And during the day, it looked perfect. Like when I say it looks flawless, I'm gonna insert some pictures of how it looked here just after I finished, and it looked flawless. Like I looked bomb, I looked good. Okay, my skin looked absolutely amazing. But just now, 8 hours in, it's a bit shiny for me. But yeah, the color is magnificent. The way it went on was fantastic. The wear is pretty good. This area here, I generally don't shine in, but it never dried. Like if you look under my eyes, obviously you can see where I powdered, and that hasn't shifted. The concealer hasn't shifted, but the foundation here never actually really mattified, and therefore it's still kind of shining. But you know what, I've got normal skin, so for 8 hours wear, I'm not mad. This is okay. I am absolutely not mad. I think I still look pretty flawless, and I could powder this and it would be A1. So in fact, that's what I'm going to do tomorrow when I do my final check, and I'm going to powder it just so you can see. But for now, I've not powdered anything, I've not touched it up, and I think it looks pretty darn good for 8 hours. It looks lived in, and I like this. Yeah. So first day, pretty happy. Hi guys again, so it's day 2 now, and we are going to apply. But today the only difference is I am going to let you see me setting the foundation, just so you can see what I did in order to get it to wear the way it did. I'm going to try powdering it a little bit more than I did yesterday, specifically the cheek area, although part of me doesn't want to because I quite like the finish. I just don't like how it wears. No, that's a reach. I do like how it wears, it's just that particular spot. So I'm gonna powder it ever so slightly more, but ever so slightly, because I like how it looks when it's just done. It's just a few hours later, that's the problem. All right, let's boof. Okay, so I finished putting my base on, my concealer, etc, etc, and I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier honey powder, yeah, this honey powder, to set my under eye. And then I'm going to use, what should I use? I'll use the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk to set the rest of my face. So I'm just gonna go in like that. And I'm gonna really lightly set my under eye. It's literally more or less for the concealer. I love that. I love this powder. And for the perimeter, we're going to use the new Luminous Silk Glow Fusion powder. Now, the reason I wanted to use this is because it's not mattifying. It's not powdery. That's the main reason I wanted to use this. But you see this bit here that's shining? And I'm not sure if you noticed, when I first came back on camera, my face was, it wasn't matte, if that makes any sense. It wasn't matte, so that's why I'm keen, this is adding colour, but that's why I'm keen to use this instead and see what we get, because now I think that bit stopped shining. It's still kind of shiny. Thing is, like in the mirror it looks powdered, but through the viewfinder I can tell it's still a little bit of dew coming through. This isn't a matte foundation, I'm starting to realise. But yep, that's me. We've powdered it, and you see how lightly I've done that. Yeah, all right, cool. Okay, so here's today's finished look. As you can see, I've sprayed it with the Charlotte Tilbury spray to set it, and it doesn't look powdery. It's definitely not matte, but it doesn't look powdery either. I mean, the finish is flawless. I literally cannot with the finish. The finish is magnificent. Let me get nice and close. The finish is really nice. I really like this. All right, so it is now 1 o'clock. I'm gonna wear this as long as I can wear it, and we'll do some check-ins as well. And we'll see how it's wearing. I'm gonna try and at least get it to 8 hours, just like yesterday, and then we can kind of gauge where we are with it. So it is 11:45 now, so I've had this foundation on for about 11 hours. And you know what, for 11 hours wear, I am not mad. This looks good. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in so you can have a good old look. It doesn't feel like it's changed much since, look at that. Like here's still pretty good. Let's see if I tap there. Transfers just a tiny bit. Like it's getting shiny and dewy, but it's not breaking down. Okay, so a few things. Firstly, this is not a matte foundation. It's like it's a really soft matte. I wouldn't even, to be fair, calling it matte is pushing it. I really don't think it's matte. It's very, very moilant. I'm going to double check and see if I can. So I've got my Charlotte Tilbury powder here. So I'm just going to see if I can. I mean, I'm pretty sure I know the answer already, but I want to see if I can kind of. Then I would push that in. Look there. Go back. Yeah, that looks really good. Let me try my forehead. Look at that. For 11 hours wear, that looks really good. That's my first touch up, obviously. That looks amazing. This foundation is really good. It's fantastic. It looks flawless. It wears phenomenally well. It's 10/10, and then the price wise, you can't go wrong. This foundation is 10/10, and I'm going to enjoy using it. Probably not so much in the summer, but definitely every other season. I've had this on for 11 hours. I'm not mad. Okay, cool. So if you enjoyed my review, please like, please subscribe, please share if you care, and I will see you in the next one.